welcome to EVE Online. This is part 2. And here we go. So, just after downtime, I'm logging in. We're testing whether downtime fixes the ACL list so I can't see my Upwells in system. Because I've tried everything else. One access list that I don't want to screw with is my alliances. That gives access to this character's alliance. And I have my block list with everyone. I've got everyone and just blocks. So I've got my main access list with everyone with blocks. And that's, I found, incidentally, is the workaround for when you're trying to have another access with blocks. It doesn't work. You've got to have all your blocks if you're in the same access list as your list with everyone. And now, the unfortunate thing is that I can still see, I can still dock, which is impossible because of blocked. So I'm going to, well, I'm going to dock up because I don't feel like wasting time warping back and forth. Bowhead. Yeah, I've realized a use for Bowhead. I can shuttle around griffins. Yay. Alright, so I'll just hop in here for a second. After a second, well, over here, undock. And try to dock up, because that's like I made it foolproof. You know, absolutely checked everything. I revamped the entire list just to make sure Cerebral could not have any access whatsoever. So let's go over here. Now he should not be able to dock at any of my Upwells. Period. Alright, come on. So it's upsetting now because CCP explicitly made it sound so simple. And then we're like, oh wait, there's a bug when you have, oh wow, there's a bug when you have, you know, the block list separate from your list with everyone on it. So you've got to have them in the same. And now it's even worse. It's gone from, oh, there's a bug when you try to make it freeport. Now it's like, if you have any conflict between anything, you're going to be able to dock. So basically, if you have multiple ACLs, it will screw with your ability to block the people from docking. Yeah. Seriously. Since I have a freeport, any block, if I block somebody using my, you know, on my entire block list in one ACL, and I take an alliances ACL and plug it into my Upwell's profile, that will mean that any access given by that ACL will override a block. Okay? So you cannot block people if there is any ACL giving you access outside of that one. Get it? I'll make it simple. If you're trying to block somebody, it will not work if you give access in any fashion, in any other access list for that profile of the Upwell. period. So it makes a complete, utter laughingstock of the idiots at CCP who said granular, because the denotation of granular is, well, it's very simple. It's this, and this, and period. It's granular. It's very simple. You done it. And it's like, no, it's not. It's the most convoluted piece of crap you've ever thought up, ever. And nobody's going to block anybody if you're giving them access somewhere else. Or if you've got a free port and somebody else gives you a list and you're trusting them to block the baddies you're rewarding against, that will not work. You're just going to be free for it to everybody. It's mentally retarded that they actually said this. And there's so many other documentations that are flat out bald-faced lies. It's just marketing. You know, they'll pass it off as marketing. And trust me, everything they ever document is probably just marketing, and they'll play it off as that. Oh, it's just, you know, promotes emergent content. So they lie to you, to your face, and say, oh, it's emergent content because we're providing people with opportunities to, you know, PK others. You know? And TK. And everything K. Because this is the game and we want our record level of, you know, our amazing stories. Yeah, I mean, amazing stories of what? People making excuses for randomly killing somebody and saying, yeah, it was on purpose, and it was somebody else's rage that financed our targeted, non-personal, business-like, rationale for, randomly ganking it because the lulz, you know? So that is the system we have, and every time I try to peer into the immersion breaking crap, I'm probably spelling that completely wrong. Is it Shakespearean? It has to be, right? I just didn't capitalize it. That was just with an E. Okay. Fine what to spell. Yeah, it's just freaking amazing. Oh, screw it. I will just put it that way. Screw it. Yeah. Just... I don't know how to explain it to you folks. It was just a simple bug report I put out. But now it's just a laughingstock. You know, I trusted them to, like, if this, how badly can you screw things up by getting something like that wrong? You know, a decade ago they had this, when the old launcher, you didn't have a launcher, you just had, well, it was a really weird launcher. It was, yeah, I don't want to go into that, that's a long story, but they used to have a really basic launcher. And then you'd get into the game, and once you got into the game, you ever get that period when you're trying to log in when the server's not up, and you get this really weird, gray, kind of old school login screen? That was the old login screen, and they'd have a MOTD pop-up, and they'd have reports about the patch that just happened. And a decade ago, one time they had, yeah, everything's normal, perfect patch, and then that was the one time that it just crashed the entire system. Nobody could log on. It's just lol. But yeah, that's when they think they've got it perfect. Start looking in the horse's mouth, because yeah, it's not a gift we're paying these people. So yeah, look the horse in the mouth. It's a glitch in the matrix. Wow. Right, on to the next part. Let's log in this guy who has gunnery access. And I actually am interested in, because now my Omnom Corporation, which controls the structures, is now outside Alliance. I want to test in an hour when they attack. And they better, because it would be silly. They're a 1,000-man corporation. Why they? Well, cat and a mouse kind of thing. I think they're trying to break our forming up in support of each other. I think they're just blue balling us when we actually get a decent form up. That's what I think's happening. Not that, oh, we can't form after 11. What? Did you not realize what Eve is? Yeah, so, yeah, total BS. So, just mind games. Just medding, you know. Just yay them, you know. King Joffrey, good for you for great acting. Not probably like that in real life. Alright, so, let's talk up and see if we can kick the CEO out, who's... Yeah, see, that's new, actually, as of last batch. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I'm gonna check if anybody could see anything by just bringing out F9 and just clicking on a random freaking thing to see if it's, you know, RF. You could do the whole entire system like that without warping anywhere. Yeah, the griefers who were try to get the last shot, the final shot in, and that's your, you know, that's your wreck. I'm sure they have ways of working around it, but can you imagine just the tomfoolery that's going to start happening? Yeah, it's just amazing. I don't think they meant for it to be remote, clickable, and visible, so that's what I'm trying to test. So, final test of this video. Son of a bitch. There you go, folks. Wow. And I can't because I'm not... See? So we've got a director or a CEO who accidentally logs off or accidentally is in control at downtime or possibly disconnects. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna freaking repro that. We've been having disconnect problems lately, and hopefully that happens, and I'll test it. But that's gonna take up a lot of patience. So you'll have to humor me by just waiting it out. I'll eventually have a situation, maybe in the next week before all my stuff are gone, to see a disconnect while in control, and that could be another exception. But yeah, there you go. It's true. Wow, holy crap. What a game.